Hello, everybody. It's with a heavy heart and great sadness that I listened to a video produced by Stefan Molyneux entitled How a Man's Heart is Murdered. It was very tough for me to listen to it because it brought back those lonely, hopeless moments of my childhood that I know many of you also had. But I listened to it a few times so I could pack the information into a relatively short video for you. Most of us are familiar with the term male disposability. That is how society is able to create men who will die on a battlefield, men who will work themselves to death in coal mines with black lung, without a thought about their own safety or what's best for them or their health. Male disposability is the foundation of our society. It is so fundamental to life as we know it that to even raise the issue and demand change is like demanding that people stop the rotation of the earth or change the nature of gravity. But how is this achieved? The way male disposability is achieved is for authority figures in particular, parents, teachers, priests, to never take the tiniest bit of interest in the inner lives of boys. It's achieved by the relentless, cruel, sociopathic indifference to any possible manifestation of the inner life of boys. The only time that authority figures do take an interest in boys is to select, display as an example, and punish them. Male disposability is such a universal experience that, just think back to when you were a boy. How many times did caregivers, parents, teachers, priests, how many times did they show a deep and abiding curiosity about your inner life? What you thought, what you dreamt, what your preferences were, what your fantasies were, what you loved, what you hated, what you dreamt at night. How many times did authority figures sit down with you and ask you what you thought, how you were doing, what motivated you, what didn't motivate you, what you loved, what you hated, the songs you liked, the movies, the books, the colors, the pictures, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what moved you, what motivated you? Who sought to understand you as a human being, as a unique individual? I bet no one did. How many times did someone sit down with you for an hour or so and ask you why you drew something, ask you why you liked a particular movie or a particular song? What moves you about it? What do you think about it? What images does it provide for you? How many people were curious about your inner life, your thoughts, your dreams? That, my friends, is the root of your disposability. Nobody takes any interest in your inner life. You were mocked for having feelings. You were mocked for being sensitive. You were mocked for just being a boy. And this walls you up. Everybody becomes, as the song says, another brick in the wall. The only time anyone takes interest in you, if you're a boy, is when you are annoying. And so your experience is indifference until you are annoying. That's all you get. As far as attachment goes, you're worthless to everyone. The best you can hope for is indifference. What you're most likely to receive is irritation, frustration, annoyance, punishment. Who takes an interest in you? Who was curious about you when you were a child, about your inner life? If the answer is no one, then you become hopeless, non-existent in a fundamental way. Nobody really cares about who you are if the only time they show up is when you are annoying them or when they can select, single you out, and punish you. Men are invisible. Stefan Molyneux had said that the solution has to come from women because they caused the problem. Women and females dominate the early life of boys. And because men are so emotionally snuffed out, that getting men to do anything compassionate for other men is next to impossible. I hope that's not the case.